Hey, how are you guys doing today? It is Anthony Notes of Model4Notes, and today what we will be doing is reviewing my old photos. I actually stumbled across an old folder of mine with different images in there that were old that I did about a few years ago or so. So what I want to do today is just look at those images and see what I would do different now. What I would add, what I would change, what I would put in, take out, editing, whatever it may be. So let's jump into our phone. The first image we're looking at is one that I did in Oakland, California. The model actually flew from Maine to shoot with me, so it was pretty stressful. I've never had anybody fly from so far just to work with me, so that was pretty dope. But looking at the image, one thing I would add is accessories. Rings, more chokers, a purse, just things to play with that shows like, I don't know, like a traveling Instagrammer. So in post, what I would do is I would bring down the saturations of the blue in the jacket. I feel like they're a little too hard. They look a little blown out. Like, I think I probably was trying to boost up the blues a lot. That's pretty much it. Probably take care of some of those highlights on her face. I feel like some of those highlights take away from the detail on her face. Maybe I should have had a second light or a reflector on set. On to the second photo. Here I was on Huntington Beach, I believe it was, in LA, or Newport Beach, one of the two, I don't remember. One thing I for sure would have changed was the ground. If you look at the floor, you will see that there are a lot of holes in the ground, and I would have took those out. I would probably, like, on set would have had her pose, go in, rub down all the holes to make them even, and then try to run away without leaving feet mark. That probably would have been an issue, so I probably would have did in post and take the clone stamp tool from the other parts of the sand and just get rid of the holes in the ground. As well as I would have tried to get more detail in the waves. I really love the waves, so I probably would have took some of the highlights out, added more contrast. Probably would have helped if I had 2 extra lights on both sides, just to, highlight her a lot more. Let's go to the third photo. This photo I love. I did this in downtown Oakland near Jack London Square. One thing I surely would have added was an umbrella or a second light. Actually, I would add 2 more lights. I would have a hair light or a backlight. I would have a secondary light to get rid of those shadows in her face. That's pretty much it, what I would do with that. And post, I would have added a blur to the background just so it could blur out a little bit more to give that fake bokeh effect. Let's go to our next image. So this one I love. Working with this model from Sacramento, we were at San Joaquin Park in the hills of Oakland, California. What I would have done is add a backlight on her left hand shoulder, like where her left shoulder is, just to give her a hair light to separate her from the background. As well as those blues, I feel like I was doing too much and I probably was like trying to make it too vibrant. I would bring those blues of her skirt down. I really like the accent in her hair, the purples. I would have made it pink, as well as like a reflector to get rid of those shadows on her neck. I love to see like people's figures. And the greens in the background, they like super blown out. But adding little things here and there, I probably would have added more lights in the back so it looks like the background is more illuminated or brighter. That's pretty much it. Let's go to the next image. Now, this photo I love. So when I was shooting with the model, she actually told me there was a problem. She was like, yo, I just did my hair. And I was like, all right, cool, that's a good thing. She's like, nah, I gotta show you my hair. And she actually had 3 different colors. She had a red, orange, blue, and green in her hair. And I loved it. I was like, yo, pop up now. Like, we need to do this now. But one thing I would change is on the her left hand side, inside the mirror or glass, I don't know if that's a telephone or something, but I need to get rid of that. So I probably would crop it 4x5 so it's just her. As well as I would have gave her some accessories. It's like I would just gave her more colored accessories. Her neck, her watch, and her dress is like black, I believe. And it's just I need more color because she has color in her hair. So I want more color, like a belt. It could be a colored belt, some bangles, gold bangles or something. Just more to add to the photo. But the background, I would take stuff out. This photo is actually done in downtown Oakland as well. In our next image, we took this in San Francisco, California. I love this image. It was a fun day. It was super dope. What I would do is my retouching over, as well as I love the complementary colors of her pants and the green, so red and green go great together. What I would change is just the view of where I'm shooting. I'm kind of shooting at kind of eye level. I was like up more. I would have shot up vertically, so it makes her feel in the photo that she's above everyone, a lot more powerful. Probably was about 6 feet off the ground. Like, yeah, I think 6 feet off the ground or so, so I had to back up, but I think it's dope. As well as the framing, I probably would have cut a lot of the negative room down. That's on the bottom. I would have cut that out. This one was in Los Angeles, California at, I forget the name of the place, but it's a desert that a lot of people shoot movies at. But we had to climb this mountain. It was super high. It probably took us about 10 minutes to get up, and he was doing it in dress shoes. Those birds in the background are fake. I don't know if y'all can tell, but they were fake. I put them in there. But I would have added some skies. Just playing around with the elements, I would have added a gradient in the background. Right now it's pure blue. I would have did like a gradient from like white to blue, or baby blue to dark blue, or a little purple or magenta, just to play with it. Right now it just looks like it's well lit, which it is, but I would add more to it. Alright, so this image we actually did in Berkeley, California at Cesar Chavez Park. This image was really dope, but the thing was, this wasn't supposed to happen, meaning the jacket, she actually was really cold. She was super cold, and I was on the fly. I was like, yo, take this jacket, put it on, and we'll make up something. And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, we'll just say it's your boyfriend's jacket, and that'll be the whole theme, is like your boyfriend went away to the war or something, or he went somewhere and that's his jacket and you just want to remember him. What I would do is I would have had a reflector for the front to add a little bit more light to her. I would have played around with the background. The sun was actually setting when we did it, so I would have added some magentas and some reds in there in the background, put some fake clouds in there, probably a bird or two, probably softened it more with a little bit more blur once I put those things in. This is a dope image that we did in West Oakland, California at Middle Harbor Park, I believe it's called. I love what she has on. I love her accessories. I love her shoes. I would have given her a purse if I could have. I would have got like a white poodle or a white dog. We can add to the image. I would go over my retouching as well. Her hair is flawless. I would have did more highlights and stuff because it was a really windy day, so I wanted to show like the hair popping. This is one of my photos that when I first started shooting in 2011. This is probably 2013. I actually retouched this image. So this was after I learned more about retouching. So what I would do on set differently is I would have added a backlight to her to separate her and the background. Reflector for sure, so I can get more of that a catch light in her eye. I honestly think it looked good. Well, that's it. So you just seen that I reviewed some of my work that I did years ago, what I would do, what I would add, what I would change differently. I would like to hear from you guys. What would you guys have done differently in my images? What would you have added? What would you have taken away? I want to hear more from you guys, as well as if you want me to review your work on my page, please feel free to DM me your work and we can do this next week. Thank you very much, and like, comment, and subscribe.